Hi, I'm Chris Sweeney, the Assistant Director of Greek Life here at the University of Evansville, and today I'm going to talk to you about all things Greek life. So on our campus, we have 11 chapters. That's 6 fraternities and 5 sororities. The 6 fraternities are Fiji, Lambda Chi Alpha, Phi Kappa Tau, Sigma Alpha Epsilon, Sigma Phi Epsilon, and Tau Kappa Epsilon. The 5 sororities are Alpha Omicron Pi, Chi Omega, Phi Mu, Zeta Tau Alpha, and Delta Omega Zeta, which is our one local chapter on campus. Now, 26% of UE students are involved in Greek life on campus, and so I'm sure you hear lots of different stigmas and stereotypes, whether that's through the news or different social media outlets. And well, what I want to do is go through and talk about all things UE and what makes us great. So, our community is based on 5 pillars. That's scholarship, leadership, community service and philanthropy, lifelong brotherhood/sisterhood, and being social. I think it's also worth mentioning that each chapter has their own very specific set of values. So here, we're going to look at the Fall 2019 grade report, which is our latest grade report. So here you can see that we rank chapters from highest GPA to lowest GPA, as well as put in roster sizes and how many new members they have, and then the different semesterly changes in their GPA, whether it's higher or lower. So fun fact, over the last 12 years, the all Greek GPA has been higher than the all student GPA, as well as in spring of 2019, just last spring, 7 out of our 11 chapters reached their highest GPA ever since recording GPAs since 1996. Now I mentioned community service and philanthropy. Well, just last academic year, our chapters raised over $50,000 in philanthropy money to donate to local or national causes, as well as they served over 13,000 hours of community service. And now our chapters aren't just the top organizations on campus, but they're the top organizations across the nation. Here you can see SAE 1 top chapter of all SAEs, and here is Zeta 1 crown chapter, which signifies as one of the top Zeta chapters across the nation. And then here, AOPI winning chapter of the year on campus just last year. Now I could go on and on about our chapters and all the great things they do, but what I want to point you to is our Greek booklet. Now the Greek booklet's going to have some great information for you all. It's going to have their very specific philanthropies, their very specific values, and then their individual costs per chapter, which I'm sure you're going to be really interested in. Now what I want to do is hear from students about their experiences.
Hey Future Aces, my name's Kate and I'm here to tell you a little bit about Greek life at UE. The reason I joined Greek life is because I wanted a support system coming into college. I wanted somebody to hold me to a high standard and encourage me whenever I felt down, and that's exactly what I got out of Greek life and so much more. My sorority helps me through anything and everything, like no matter what. They are always there to back me up. Also, there are so many great opportunities that is presented to you through scholarships, leadership opportunities, service opportunities. It's just a great way to put yourself out there and get introduced to a whole new world of possibilities that you wouldn't necessarily get introduced to if you didn't join Greek life. I've grown up an only child my entire life, and I wanted that closeness of sisters around me, just to feel like I had a group of people that I could always call home, and that's exactly what Chi Omega does for me. I walked into the suite for the very first time and instantly felt at home. Go into each suite with the mindset that you are there to just find your home. Go in with an open mind, and throughout the whole recruitment process, you will know. You will know which one is your home. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that there's nothing that I wouldn't give for my Greek family. I hope to see you on campus soon, and I'm so excited for what this next year holds.
Guys, I'm Jasmine from Phi Mu, and I'm the membership director. A way that Greek life has impacted me is by many leadership opportunities, such as I am membership director of my sorority now, and I am also president of the nursing club, so without my sisters, I wouldn't have been able to take those extra steps.
Hello. So my name is Olivia and I am in Phi Mu and I'm going to answer a couple questions. So one of the questions I would like to answer is why did you go Greek? And the reason I went Greek is because I am a commuter, I do not live on campus, and I wanted to make some friends that I wouldn't make if I were living in a dorm. So I went through the recruitment process and I ended up going Greek and it's been really great. So I didn't expect to go Greek actually. I never thought I would join a sorority, and the reason I did was the reason why I stated above, was I wanted to make friends and I was a commuter, so I knew I needed to put myself out there in order to do so. And yeah, it was probably one of the best decisions I ever made.
Hello, my name is Trenton Barbie and I am the president of the Phi Kappa Tau fraternity. So the first question I want to answer is, why did I go Greek? The answer to that is because, well, I wanted a strong bond with more people. I wanted to get involved on campus, and just in general get involved in the community more too, not even on campus but also locally, doing things like community service and raising money for charities. These are all things that are really quintessential to what Greek life is. And I think that's one of the things that drew me to it, because it's a way to get involved on campus and also out of the campus.
Hello, my name's Austin Hof. I'm a senior elementary education major from Huntingburg, Indiana. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Greek life at the University of Evansville. So I guess the first thing I would want to touch on is Greek life at the University of Evansville is different than IU or Western Kentucky or any other schools. It's a little bit smaller, and I feel like they do it right when it's smaller like that. Like all the chapters, you're able to get to know every member of every chapter and be a part of it. And Greek life is very involved on campus, and it's not just about partying and stuff. Greek life does a very good job of having philanthropies. For example, like there's philanthropies that raise money for Make-A-Wish, chemo buddies, for various veterans associations. So like we're a lot more than just partying than the image that you see in movies and on TV. We'd like to have a better reputation. In fact, like a lot of people worry about grades when it comes to Greek life, and actually most chapters have a minimum grade point average. For example, my chapter has a minimum grade point average of a 3.0. So a lot of people worry that grades would go down if they joined a fraternity, but in fact it sort of pushes students to go work a little. And then I guess I'd just talk a little bit about how Greek life has changed me as an individual. Greek life has provided me with an opportunity to sort of interact with people who have been from different backgrounds, different majors. And sometimes if I would have stayed in the dorms, I may have just stayed in my little bubble of my major and not really gotten out and gotten to know people. So I've been able to network with a lot more people and have been given with opportunities beyond the University of Evansville. So a lot of fraternities and sororities have national leadership schools and opportunities where your kids can go and learn a lot about different leadership skills to bring back to their chapter, and then and all those skills you can use in anything in everyday life and in the campus community. And I just say that Greek life is one of the best decisions I've ever made at the University of Evansville, and I definitely would not change anything. And I definitely would encourage anybody that comes to the University of Evansville to join Greek life, because it has such a large impact on the campus and the community between philanthropies and everything else. So I would definitely consider joining Greek life. Thank you.
Those were some great testimonies. And that was only a few of the videos that were sent in from our members. And I think that's just a great indication of the experience that our members are having in the Greek life community here at UE. So now I want to look towards the fall. So in the fall, we'll have formal recruitment. For the women, formal recruitment will start September 9th and end September 13th. For the men, formal recruitment will start September 20th and end September 26th. So formal recruitment is just an opportunity for you all to meet all the chapters if you really haven't had a chance to meet them informally. So don't worry, there is a sign up link for that. That sign up link isn't up yet. You will get an email about that. So just be on the lookout for that sign up link. And so that's the end of my presentation. I appreciate you watching. My contact information is here. My email is at cs493@evansville.edu. And then my office phone number is 812-488-2058. You can contact me at either one. Also, I work with an exec board, and so Peter Lingo, he'll be running the men's recruitment, so you can contact him as well. And Morgan Kaler, she'll be running the women's recruitment, and you can also contact her. Thank you all.